Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out backswinggolfevents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to On Par with Amanda. Thanks for tuning in to Bigg's Golf Talk. And today, of course, we're going to bring in, by very high demand, Mr. Bigg Jon Quick.
Hey, happy holidays, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, 2023. Hello!
I know. We are already cruising right on into January. And I'm telling you, I remember 2022 moving real quick. So I'm sure this is going to go just as fast.
Absolutely.
So today I thought for the first show back after the new year, we'd have some fun and kind of, instead of elaborate on one topic, I kind of have a few hot spots in the news that are kind of fun little things, updates to get the new year rocking. So we're going to start with a couple in New Zealand. This is such a cute story. An 18 handicap and a 20 handicap. We're playing a 9-hole course, and they've been playing for a long time. And the husband hits his shot. It goes in the hole. Everybody, oh my gosh, it was his first hole-in-one. Everyone's so excited, as you would be.
Yeah.
Well, like every female in life, we have to one-up you. So she steps up to the tee, hits her shot, and it goes in the hole on the same hole for her first hole-in-one, back to back. There's got to be some crazy stats on this. I know, like, the hole-in-one statistics are like 46,000 to 1.
Right. Yeah.
But to have it happen back-to-back shots, same hole, same golf round, it's got to be way above that.
I'm curious to know whether she was on different tees than he was.
I would think so, just by guessing, based on their handicaps.
Well, 18 and 20 and not too far behind. So, and maybe, I don't know if they're up there in age as far as that goes, as far, you know, maybe they both were playing from the senior forward tees or whatever the case might be.
Yes.
But yeah, does it give the yardage for both of them? What the yardage
It doesn't.
was?
It says par 3, 6th hole. And that's really all we get from it. It does say that they
it's still a feat in its own, no matter what the yardage is.
Huge, right? But yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't say. Now it does say Steve finished the 9 holes with his lowest score ever of 46 for 9, and her final total was 51. So they're playing right along, a little better than their handicaps. But I just think
a hole would do that for you.
Poor guy, you know, he makes a hole-in-one. He is so excited, and the wife says, "Nope, not today."
You know, the funny thing is I hate to see that tab for him because, you know, he's paying for her too.
100%.
So
100%.
That's double rounds, baby. That's double rounds going back around the 19th hole, you know.
100%. I know, it's so great. So congrats to them. What a fun day out on the golf course. And I love it. I play golf with my husband, and I just really enjoy the time we spend out there. So it makes it a lot.
That is one of my New Year's resolutions, is to get Shayna on a golf course more. And you know, she's said to me, you know, and it is my fault. She said to me, you know, you said when we first met that we could golf together and all that stuff, and I haven't pushed the issue about us going out there, you know, together. And I got to do that more. I got to take more initiative and make it
such a great
just
time. And even if you know, even if you're playing with somebody that, you know, wants to play just a couple holes or hit some shots, it's still spending time together. And especially when it's nice weather and all of that good stuff.
The only bad part is my weekends are all taken up.
I
And she's off on weekends. It's so
Yes,
tough.
it is hard. Like, yeah, with work and life,
Yeah, baseball
golf
is
requires a lot
yeah,
of time.
my baseball company, they all they do is work weekends. My new job, I work weekends, but down the back once baseball season starts, I come right back to full time
Sure.
hours when baseball season's over with. But yeah, it's when you have a husband and wife that share the same interest and create and do a feat in that and having an ace, a hole in one on the same hole, same day,
So cool.
that is an accomplishment, and I bet you the
Very
odds are
memorable.
you have probably better odds winning a lotto.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. I think it's just I'll have to do some research and find the odds on that. With that said, I want to give a quick shout out to Lydia Ko of the LPGA. Um,
Absolutely.
he just got married to finish
She's
off
off the market,
2022.
gentlemen.
She and her fiance got married on December 30th of 2022, so not too long ago. They're probably still on their honeymoon.
Do we know who her
But
fiance who her husband is now?
yes, so they are, let me fill you in on all the juicy details. Um, so his name is Jun Chung,
Okay.
and they got married in Seoul, South Korea, in the cathedral.
Yeah.
Her Instagram photos of this are magnificent. It is just the most beautiful cathedral you have ever seen. And the people that attended, the family photo alone in itself is just regal. It looks beautiful. Congrats to her. I've had the chance to interview her and meet her a few times, and
Same
she
here.
is just she's just a doll.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really
She's a
enjoyed
terrific
spending
gal.
some time with her.
And she has a I think the best thing for her was to shed her parents, from controlling her career because now
100%.
she has more fun on a tour than she did when her parents
She
were.
does, and she's changed a lot in her laid
She's grown up.
backness.
She's grown up playing golf,
She's grown up,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think for her to not get burnt out, she had to kinda reevaluate. So congrats to her. You know, uh, Marriage and starting a new life is very exciting, and
It is.
I'm really happy for her, and she got to obviously be home and with all of her family. On to so we all know Scott Stallings. Well, recently the Masters invites for 2023 have all been delivered out.
I didn't get
For those of our viewers that don't know the process, they are mailed in the mail,
Yes.
just an invite. And as we've seen on Instagram, there's been a few people, Adrian Muronk, and a few other people have posted their like, yay, I got invited. And they show their three-part, it looks like a wedding
Right.
invitation.
Right.
And they're all excited. Well, Scott Stallings anxiously awaited and checked the mail 4 or 5 times a day, nothing. Then he gets an Instagram message from another guy named Scott Stallings, who also has a wife with the same name.
Oh boy.
And and here was the message. He said, "Hi Scott, my name is Scott Stallings as well, and I'm from Georgia. My wife's name is Jennifer too. This is her IG, blah blah blah. By the way, we received a FedEx Masters inviting me to play in the Masters golf tournament April 5th through the 9th. I'm 100% sure this is not for me. Although I play, I'm nowhere near your level." And so he goes on to say, let me know how I can get this to you, and I'd be more than happy to send it over. But what
Can
a
you just imagine though? Wait, just like I'm John Quick, somebody else is John Quick. All of a sudden, I get maybe there's a John Quick on tour, right?
yeah.
All of a sudden, I get the Masters invite. You don't think I'm like, I can
Hmm.
really create some shenanigans with this invite.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, you have the ID to prove
I
it.
there you go. This was sent to my address. I got it. It's an official invite. I'm gonna
Yep.
go. Yeah, I may not score very well, but guess what?
I'm
I'm gonna
going.
make headlines.
I know that if any other tournament besides the Masters, because we all know that the Masters is it's a
Yeah,
little different.
Right.
but with the prestige and the way they do things. But I thought it would be super cool if, yeah, they would like invite this guy to play.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe in a par 3 challenge or something like that.
yeah, or
You
come to
know?
the dinner
Yeah,
or,
right.
something
I
like
mean, to
that.
have that honesty and really step forward and reach out to
Oh,
the actual Scott Stallings
100%.
that that invite was that takes some really, really, you wanna talk about integrity? There's integrity for the game of golf right
Sure.
there at its best.
Yeah, and I
Because
think
like I said, I don't know if I would have that kind of I want knowing that we have this show and all that stuff, can you imagine the publicity we would get?
oh, it's huge. It's, and especially if you are a golfer, you know what that invite means and what it
Right.
entails. I will say that if you're the PGA Tour player, Scott Stallings, so he's only played Augusta twice in his career. He finished tied for 27th in 2012, and then he missed the cut 2 years later when he got to go. So you can imagine how excited he was to know that he's going to be receiving this invite. And then you keep checking it. He said he would check the mail 5 times a day.
Well, yeah.
He just kept checking and
Sure.
checking. And so I just think this was really cool. But exactly like you said, this guy could have not said anything, whether or not he tried to do anything with it. And Scott would have been kind of in a bind, not knowing, like, hey, I didn't get my invite, but you can't really be like, hey, where's my invite? So, I think it's
I
pretty
think he
cool.
could
This
have
guy's
inquired as far as saying, "Hey, I qualified and just curious as to why I didn't get an invite." He might be able to go to
yeah,
the Augusta committee and say, "Hey, I haven't received it. I thought I had enough points, enough qualification,
sure.
and all that stuff." And certainly he could acquire that way. But yeah, no, this
Well,
is a
we
great
are very happy it is in the correct or getting into the correct hands at this moment. And now he can rest assured that he will be playing in the Masters in April. So for those of you, we'll keep you posted on all these little stories and tidbits. I am going to try to find some stats, maybe for the
and
round
the
table.
other Scott Stallings from Georgia. If you're ever in Albuquerque, New Mexico, we want to buy you a round of golf.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
We'll link it up.
Yeah.
Um, Mr. Bigg Jon. Quick, thanks for joining me as always. And for those of you at home, make sure to write into Bigg's Golf Talk or reach out to me on Instagram, and we will catch you next time. Until then, keep swinging for par.